Lost you? Hi. So we are back, and um, I think that in parenting in the time of coronavirus and also working in the time of coronavirus means that sometimes things don't go as planned. So we just had a technical glitch, and it's okay. I panicked for a microsecond, but hopefully we are back up in business and back on and live, and everything's good. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to answer that last question again. It was something about music breaking the tension, and really having the ability to use music or other positive activities to sort of infuse the times in your home when maybe it's more silent or a little bit more tense during, towards the end of the day. So I think we have time for a couple more questions. So one other question that I had was, my teenager is asking me a lot about graduation and about end of the year activities, and I'm really not sure what to do. And I think this is a really, really great question, and so I'll do my best to answer it. At the present time, maybe some schools across the country have canceled end of the year activities. And so if that's the case, it's fine. And you should have a conversation with your child about that, or your teenager, I should say. So if, for example, your teenager is saying, I'm really upset about graduation, and you already know that the actual graduation ceremony has been canceled, then having a conversation with them about that is really important. And the first thing you should do is validate their feeling. So while you might be thinking, yes, that's upsetting, but there are a lot worse things in the world than having, let's say, an 8th grade graduation ceremony. On the other hand, I'm sure all parents could understand how disappointing that would be. It could be sad, it could be disappointing, it could be a host of feelings. And so the first thing, if your teenager says that, is to actually say, yeah, it's terrible. I feel really upset for you. What's the thing that you're upset about the most? I've said that already, that it's really important to ask your teenager or child what they're the most upset about, because actually that's going to give you a whole lot of information, because they might say, well, do I really graduate to the next grade, to 9th grade, if I don't walk at graduation? And then you can help by dispelling any myths they might have. On the other hand, maybe your teenager is asking you, or your tween is asking you about events, and they haven't happened yet. And they haven't happened yet, but they haven't been canceled yet. So the important thing is to tell them what you know, correct any misinformation. So if your child said, well, I heard that this might happen, you could say, it's always great to check with me, and I'll tell you for sure if I know something. But if I don't know the answer, I'm actually going to tell you, you know what? I don't have that information right now. I don't know what's going to happen in June, but I certainly will tell you as soon as I know, and we'll figure it out together. So I think the thing to keep in mind when your children or your teenagers are asking you about things that haven't happened yet is to really tell them what you know, validate their experience and their feelings, and then go from there. Because you can't really problem solve until you know what the problem is. And your children are learning right now, just as you are, that there are a lot of things we don't know, and we can only really know in the moment what we need to focus on. And so I've used this a couple times, which is if your child's wondering about their concert in June and you don't have any information yet, you can write down concert in June and say, we're going to put this on the shelf. This is not a this week kind of concern, but I'm taking it seriously. As soon as I have more information, I'm going to let you know. But I have it here. We wrote it down. We're not going to forget, and we'll come back to it. So I appreciate everybody sticking with me through the technical glitch. We got through it, and we've recorded it so you can watch this later. I want to thank everyone for joining me. I really hope it was helpful. And remember, we're here every day, 10 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. And we look through your questions daily. Check the post and you'll be able to see our next topics. And you can always write in questions about anything that's on your mind. The Child Mind Institute is here to help with the mental health and parenting needs of this coronavirus crisis, wherever you are. We have resources to help, daily tips for parents, consultations to gold standard telehealth treatments. Go to childmind.org/coronavirus. Be safe, and thank you.